Big ideas right now can change the world. Change the world. Yeah. Just this moment right now.
A learning event is all about bringing people together to share their experiences, to learn from each other, and to advocate to the higher levels of the system of what the community can do, what it can achieve, and how it's looked at and used their data to impact change, to tackle avoidable and unfair differences in health.
We're going to start now, so presenters, you have 7 minutes, so let's get started.
For me, I love learning events, I really do. I love the colour, I love the energy, I love the excitement. And what we're trying to do is create an environment where people are learning and they don't even realise they're learning.
It's meant to be fun. It's a festival of learning, it's a way of sharing experiences, and it breaks down hierarchies. So everybody is an equal at a learning event and everybody has their expertise to share.
The CIT gang was made up of community people, PCNs, GP staff, volunteers, professionals and over 100 stakeholders in the local community.
The learning events are for community innovation teams made up of community members, volunteers, community organisations, general practices and general practitioners, and other social prescribers and others working on health equity in the community.
As well as having the teams, members of the community, we also have Liverpool City Council, we've got decision makers, we've got funders here. And so it's a chance for them to really understand, when people talk about what's the community-led approach, they can understand how it's put into practice. And the learning event provides that forum for doing that in a very interactive, dynamic and inclusive way.
And they're to break down silos between people all working on the same thing, but separately.
Within the workplace, you know, ASDA is a big employer.
Yeah, I think it feels positive and it's energising. So it creates the space for discussion in a way that would not happen in a traditional sort of lecture or conference style event.
There's none of this death by PowerPoint. It's about people, it's about movement, it's about visuals, music. We're trying to stimulate, people learn in different ways. So we like to try and use as many different methods as possible so that everyone has a chance to have their say.
I was wondering what the panel thought about the potential for widening the scope of this model.
Yeah, often people from the community don't have a chance to ask difficult questions to senior people, and this allows that. And it also gives a platform, though, to some of those other representatives on the panel as well. So you get that rich debate there.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine, we're also collaborating in Kenya, doing very similar work, and in fact the model that we're using here came from Kenya and we've adapted it to the UK context.
So how we work in Kenya is in the sense that we have community health promoters. So community health promoters are like community champions here in Liverpool. So the community health promoters visit households level where they pass health promotion messages, health prevention messages. The learning event here and the learning event in Kenya is actually very similar.
So lastly for me is, let's empower the champions.
So again, very exciting to look at what can Kenya teach Liverpool and what can Liverpool learn and also teach Kenya. So it's really trying to get this exchange.
So the judges' choice is Anfield and Everton. Congratulations.
The overall purpose, number one, I think, is to celebrate the really hard work that all these teams have done. I think number two is we often don't have that space for reflection and evaluation. We're so busy just delivering, we don't have time to actually stand back and say, well, what is it that we've done? And then number three is really about advocating then to the authorities to say, look, we think this could work, and how can we now sustain this longer term, because this is project funded. So it's advocacy, it's celebration, it's learning.
I always really look forward to the learning events because of the opportunity to showcase the work, but also to trigger new ideas, meet people who are working on similar things and think, oh, we must do this, we must do that. So it's like it refuels us to have more passion for the work going forward. It's not the end of something for me. A learning event is the beginning of the next phase.